Ihan pian hetki, mä teen yhden testin. Toimi. Sä olit testikeissä.
Missä päin? Indiana osavaltiossa. Se on niinku...
In the place of the contestant and say, oh, would I get these right? Would I get these wrong? Would I win the big bucks? What would I be willing to do to go all the way to the cash top?
Toimiiko?
To the cash top. To the cash top.
That's the official name. Well,
Joonas, toimiiko?
Mun täytyy päästä paitsi toista.
No niin, nyt
Sitten
ollaan.
joo, nyt täytyy.
Päivää.
Voitteko kuuntelemaan pizzaa siellä vai antamaan?
Kuuntelemaan ja hengailemaan.
No hei, tervetuloa.
No toi on ihan
Toimii.
käypä. Se mä mietin, että tuleeko se ääni, mikä tuolta tulee, niin saako sen tulemaan, että tulisi niinku silleen, mitä se oikeesti tuli, vai täytyykö se ottaa, että mikki kuuntelee noita kaiuttimia. Mutta se kuulosti ihan tarpeeksi hyvältä.
Ketä meitä täällä on? Morjens. Morjens. Okei. Mä laitan tää varmasti. Okei. See you guys. Joo. Me tullaan no siinähän se syyllinen onkin. Ei petä. Mä ite sitten kertoo.
En minä liikaa.
Ei, me tultiin kuuntelemaan. Ekaa kertaa ollaan. Missä yksi nyt
Tappiot ovat suuret kuin taistelut ihmistä. Juan karkas edessä oven lukkoon.
On se ehkä parempi kuin vaaleanpunainen makkarankuori. Mitkä se
ainoastaan silloin, kun sinä ei ole enää. Se on siis eri tavalla kuin miten nämä plugarit pystyy.
Sitä mäkin joo, kun tää on näissä
Otis te caregivers?
Ei me olla
Niin teemaa. Onks caregivers porukkaa?
Mulla on se moottori, joka lataa.
Eikö se ole just parempi? Moottori koko ajan pyörii optimikierroksissa.
Joo, se on pieni ja
Sähkömoottori ajaa.
Eikö me ei mennä kohta, jos siellä on jo vahvistus tulossa?
Sähköpostivahvistus, että ovat tulossa.
Suomessa on varmaan 3
Niin se olisikin hyvä, että...
Tämä akateeminen varten konkretisoituuko enemmän täällä yliopiston puolella?
Niin jos täällä lukee, että alkaa 12, niin se alkaa 12.15. Jos lukee, että 12.00, niin se alkaa 12.00. Mutta jos siinä ei ole 00, niin sitten varten. Älkää kysykö miksi. Tuli tekstiviesti, että sähköpostivahvistus on tulossa. Niin.
It's not academic, it's just a cultural minutes.
I remember when I was working in the industry and I was kind of not responding very well to all the messages coming from the organizer. One colleague who was working in the other end of the building sent me she sent me a text message that said, look at your email. And in the I went to my email, there was an email from her saying, call me. I called her and said, come here. In the end we made it, but took a bit of a time.
Joo, 2 pizzaa ja sitten...
Tuliko caregivers?
Siis jos ne tulee ne IT-projektiin.
Jo tulee.
Niin.
Eli onko tällä hetkellä paikalla sää? Vai onko täällä muuta?
Caregiversissä ei tainnut vielä olla.
Ja mutta siis toistettiin.
Tällä hetkellä on vaan mä. Katsotaan tuleeko loput pizzaa ja
Guessing caregivers in what is the beef in caregivers team? They're from where? Should we still kind of promote them that they are working on something important but not yet here? So does somebody know something about them?
Sitten että niin kauan kun ne ei ole täällä, niin ei tarvitse sanoa, että ne on tulossa.
Pannaan paikata. They will be there up here next time, right? Tai jotain vastaavaa.
Yes.
Elää paljon vai?
Se on vähän hankala.
Se on vähän hankala paikka.
Me ei saada sitä oikeastaan mitään muuta.
Okay, hello, good Friday noon everybody here present and who are online or watching the recording of this event later on. Congratulations to us all. November is almost done. We survived. It's been a busy November for many people who are working with new companies and startups. Slush took place last week again. Some people survived even that. And there were some Jyväskylä people who went there as just an audience. There were Jyväskylä-based investors, there were Jyväskylä-based enterprises. So part of the thing that we talk about, startup companies built on knowledge and technology. My name is Juha Saukkonen. I work here temporarily, doing my own research for Professor Abrahamsson, the Arnold Schwarzenegger of this Open Pitch Friday. Dr. Pekka is today in Turku, working as an opponent in a doctoral dissertation. Good luck for the student in case, and good luck for Pekka for the process. So instead of Pekka, there is the Danny DeVito today, which is me. My name is Juha Saukkonen, as I said. And we have today 3 basically cases. Some people might join late. And the format is so that first there is a pitch, and then there is the Q&A session. And I might open the questioning, but please, the whole audience, feel free to contribute the way you like. Our joint wish and effort is to help the entrepreneurs forward with their idea, indicating, asking good questions, giving recommendations, offering help. So the very friendly, supportive environment. And the first person to enjoy of this environment today is Taija Kolehmainen. Please, Taija, feel free.
Thank you. So I'm Taija Kolehmainen, a master's student here in University of Jyväskylä, and I'm also doing research assistant here in StartupLab. I've been working here since May, and we have been working this idea of smart money with blockchain technology and smart contracts. So now I'm giving pitch about our new project proposal for 2020 for the next year. So we have been working with how to change legacy systems, how to automate legacy systems with blockchain, how to digitalize processes. And this is the straight continuation for that work. So first we developed ways to change systems that currently work under one governing body. But when we change into blockchain, that means that we have multiple players working in one network, in one business network. So how to govern these networks where there are multiple players, and this is totally new way of making processes, making business in collaboration with many different entities. So this is what we are gonna do next year. Just a moment. Maybe our technology is giving up. It doesn't work on laptop or. Okay, so
Thank you,
welcome Joni on stage. Joni is my Scrum Master, working also on blockchain. So I have been developing blockchain as programming blockchain applications, and now we are moving more into research, designing this kind of new approaches, kind of a guidebook for blockchain applications and their governance. So our new name for the project is Cool, and you can find the cool letters here in our next project: Cooperative Governance Approaches for Blockchain-Enabled Distributed Business Networks. It's long name, but it's also a complicated subject. So we figured out that blockchain enhances trust in interaction. So now the next step is to look at ways how to govern these distributed business networks. Basically, you can do blockchain on these 5 layers in content, service, network, system, device. It depends where you want to use blockchain. It is not a magical tool, not a magical pill for solving all the problems. Basically, blockchain and distributed ledgers are virtual ledgers that are capable of recording and verifying multiple transactions at the same time very fast. It is shared, it is immutable, but it's not magic tools. You can use it different way in different levels. So this is what we did earlier. We made customized payments, customized spending rules. We got trusted, traceable, transparent, immutable transactions. So that is what we can do. And how do we do that? That's the next phase when we are bringing blockchain applications to production. So this is the baseline idea for governance for blockchain. We have control and we have responsibility. Here you can see individuals. So basically this is this kind of governance models where you have for example open blockchain. So you have everybody can join, everybody can make their decisions, everybody has one vote. Then you have idea of these centralized very centralized networks where one entity governs everything that happens in the network, in the system. And then the idea where we are going next is what you have between individuals and centralized governance. And this is our idea, something like the same way we have democracy, Nordic welfare state. So you have shared governance. So you build up a body of different entities working in the system, and then you have these collaborating body deciding what happens on blockchain. So this is our research focus, that we are now doing systematic literature review to see what kind of ways there are in literature at the moment about blockchain governance. So our research focus is how to design and develop a cooperative and shared governance models for distributed business networks. The idea is that with blockchain you can share and outsource services for the future, and now we show businesses how to get there. We are looking for industry partners at the moment, and we are asking for use cases to see how different kind of business on those 5 layers could work with blockchain. And we are creating an industry guidebook for these networks, for the specific use cases. These are the things that we need to cover. When we have multiple players, how do we decide how to do, what is the best revenue model, how to take care of control and responsibility, how do we design accountability, transparency, trust, how do we control innovation in these networks where multiple players that have different goals but they are working together in the network. This is one thing that is happening at the moment in Finland. So Insurance Institutions of Finland is testing now this digital smart money that we have been working on. So it is real, it's happening already today. We are trying to shift more to blockchain enabled networks. So what happens next? We are doing literature review on blockchain distributed ledger governance and looking for industry partners. This is cool for BC. Let's hope that we get a good project going on starting from January forward. It's improved management, less risky interactions, more efficiency in blockchain networks. How to do that? That's our question. Thank you.
Thank you. Please, Kaija, stay there. It might be more natural that I come here and ask the 1 or 2 questions, and then the audience can join. So obviously you said you are looking for industry partners. Who are the industries that are, if not in a desperate need, but are in the need of your solutions? Where is the market?
Well, the market is, you can say that it cuts through all the society. So as you can see, the national institutions are already working with blockchain. So whether you are government institution, we have this idea of smart grid already building up. So
electricity business.
Yeah, electricity business. We have, wherever you have multiple players that need to go for one goal, and you can, if you can share your resources, so you have some things that you can share in your business networks, you have multiple players, many transactions happening at the same time, then you can use blockchain technology for controlling who can do what and have immutable transaction history.
And you said you want to make a project, you want to start with the literature review, then you need use cases. What might be your dream end of the project? Would you have a product to sell to somebody, or what are you exactly creating in the project that is unique that nobody else has?
So we are creating this guidebook for those specific cases. The field is really wide. There are a lot of questions, a lot of different things to take care of, a lot of questions related to business networks. So we are creating guidebooks for kind of like ready models that can be utilized for certain kind of use cases. So this is what happens when we get the
Do you see any angle on, sorry for being such a simple man from central Finland, can we find a way of making money out of this knowledge?
Absolutely, yes. It takes time to make money. First you need to find the partners, you need to share your network, then you start saving money, and then you can start sharing the resources, and it comes easier to
But
make business.
Is there a way of you and your research team, or maybe a potential startup, can it be built on this, who can make their own money? And what would be the earning logic then? Selling consultancy, or?
I think selling consultancies. There are a lot of companies already now coming to our laboratory here at StartupLab and asking for help to understand how to prepare their businesses for blockchain.
So knowledge can be monetized.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Please, audience, these were my questions coming to my mind. Feel free to ask any question from Taya.
Yes.
Yeah, these guides you are working on, when are they going to be available to read?
And the guide. I hope in the end of next year. So we are now starting to work on it. We need use cases, and then we start building the guide. This is our physical product that we are giving. Well, digital, but it's one product that we are creating, and that's quite a huge goal. But we are positive that it's gonna be done inside 1 year.
Other questions, comments? Jarmo?
Yeah, this is as a very novel blockchain user, or so if it's all distributed, let's say that it's in your mobile phone.
Yeah.
What happens to the system when Telia is down for 7 days? Can I still use the blockchain?
You need network connection for that.
Exactly, yeah.
Yes.
So.
But the idea how blockchain technology is developing at the moment is that, for example, the private blockchain Corda that we are using at the moment, it saves the data as much. So if there are this kind of problem situation when, for example, your application or the ledger crashes, you have small bits everywhere, and it can shut itself down for the moment when it next time have connection. So it has this kind of, they are building different kind of backup plans inside the blockchain platforms. So this is it's getting more and more product ready blockchain technology.
And it might be that, well, a network fallout is whatever technology we talk about in today's world. It's not a specific blockchain problem, but it's a good question, because if we rely on the technology, we assume it's available kind of continuously, that nobody can break the chain, so to say. Yeah. Any other comments you want to make, or somebody wants to ask?
Well, I wanted to say that this question that you asked, it is also part of our trustworthy blockchain research that we are doing. So we are trying to create this idea of how to build trustworthy, reliable blockchain that is reliable, ethical and lawful, robust blockchain. So this is part of the questions that we need to ask and answer also next year in the new project.
Sounds very interdisciplinary, really.
Yes, it is very.
So your team...
Pekka Abrahamson is our professor.
From software development originally, but definitely a startup professor. Taija, you come originally from...
Information systems.
Information systems. Joni? The same. Henry and Ville?
Henry is doing his PhD on blockchain at the moment, or cryptocurrencies, to be more exact. And Ville Vakkuri is doing his PhD on AI ethics. So we are bringing them.
Interdisciplinary, but even inside a discipline, very many viewpoints. Ethics versus software versus even hardware, like the networks and so on.
I wanted to ask from the audience, how many of you have worked or followed some blockchain project? Who is familiar, like more deeply than just knowing the name?
A bit.
Yeah, it's
done some research, kind of superficial research on the topic. Okay, and as we can all understand that if specific knowledge is created on this is not for Finnish market only, this is a global thing, and as part of the kind of a basic characteristic of technology business and startup business, that it is truly international. And Taija, you just came back from US.
Yeah.
Was it related to blockchains?
Yeah, it was. So
What did you learn, or what did you teach?
I taught how to automate these processes in legacy systems with blockchain technology, and then I was looking also these industrial partners that I said that we are looking for. I went to United States in Indiana to look for partners and to tell more about our research, and people were very excited to hear the results.
Yeah. Because just a reminder, we are a 5.5 million population in here. Our problems are the same that they have, but the market is just so much bigger that it's good that you have started early to that direction. Thank you, Taya.
Thank you.
And to further prove the point of international nature of technology business and startup business is that our next speaker, Long Nguyen, presenting the case caregivers. Even the team, I don't know about your team yet, but at least the person coming to the stage is showing that this place, Jyväskylä University and StartupLab, are fully international. So please, Long, stage is all yours, the audience is all yours for your presentation, and then we will come back with the questions and comments.
Thank you. Okay, we are caregiver team, and our problem is Lisa. She is 70 years old and she lives in Jyväskylä, but her family live in Helsinki for working and living. She is an independent woman and she wants to take care of herself and live at her home. But she finds the challenges of daily activities, and especially she feels lonely because her family doesn't meet her every week. So it's the fact 1.2 million people in Finland is reached the 65 years of age, and currently municipality cover only 10% of 1.2 million people. And we are caregiver. We offer a solution. We provide a marketplace in order to connect the elderly people and the caregiver. They connect via the platform, which is a mobile app, and our innovation is the voice assistant, which is in order to fit the gap between the technology and elderly people. So here's some number in Finland. The market size in Finland is 5.68 billion. And 30% household in Finland, they need the home care. And 40% elderly people, they live alone. And because we are a platform, we're trying to connect both sides. And it's a statistic that 170,000 people, beside of the full-time job, they also do the side jobs. So here our business model, we offer a transparent price. If the caregiver have better quality experience, then they are deserve for better price. And we charge 10% commission for using our service. And we also have a subscription for the voice assistant. So is some of the competition, Care.com International Home Care, which is very well known in the US. Uber is a Finnish company for taking care of the elderly people. They basically they are kind of traditional agency where they charge the customer 38 euro and pay for the caregiver only 10 euro. And we are here now to increase the price for the caregiver to give a better quality for the elderly people. And finally, municipality, they spend around 1.13 billion for the home care service so far, and it covers only around 100,000 elderly people. And we don't know whether they are competitor or partner, so that we can partner with them in order to offer better service and better price. So here is some financial projection in our case. Even in the beginning, we focus and we invest money on the technology, so the profit is not that much, but it will grow gradually. So here's our team. My name is Long, responsible for the technology. Anna, she's responsible for the business development. And June, So, we did 100,000 euro for 30% of the share of our company, and we need that money for developing our platform and the voice assistant, and in order to survive in 6 months. So if you are interested into the technology, if you are emerge in the senior market, we are your candidate. So we are caregiver. We care about you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Long, and thanks for the rest of the team. I guess you are really addressing an important issue, and the market definitely is a growing one. What if you do not get 100,000? I hope you get, because that's what you have indicated you need, but what is kind of a lean way of going forward? What have you got ready, and what are you planning to do next? Kind of what is the thing that needs to be done anyway, even that if you don't have the 100,000 euros in your use? What is your plan? What is the next step?
What's the next step?
Or is it kind of a money, or we get 100,000 or nothing?
No, I think if is the idea is what we are looking for, so we will somehow manage to make it happen. But we want to talk with the municipality, because they spend a lot of money for home care at the moment. So they somehow we can have some same voice together with the idea. And what we are looking for is how to really create a platform, because if we don't have a platform, so our idea cannot make it happen.
And that's my next question. How much of the solution itself or of the platform have you got ready? Is this more on the idea level, or have you taken some concrete steps to kind of make it materialize?
Yeah, and for the voice assistant, we also have prototype on how to interact with the voice assistant, and it's also our challenge to make the voice assistant work perfectly as the elderly people, as talk to people on the phone. It's our challenge, and also platform. We also investigate on, for example, Android app, how to make it, how many hours do we need, and what type of.
Okay.
And
you say that, well, basically you need money for the two things. You need money for developing the application itself, or the platform, let's call it that way. But you also need money for marketing. Any idea of the split? How much would you spend on the technological side, how much to the marketing side? It was such a lovely round figure of 100,000 and 2 streams. I'd love to know a bit that what's your plan? How much is needed for the technology demonstration, and how much can be then dedicated to the market activities?
Around 60 to 70,000 euro is for technology.
Okay.
I think the rest is for our survival and the marketing and business development.
Okay.
Is our plan.
Yeah. By the way, how has been your financing so far? This has been your free time activity?
Is our free time activity.
No investment so far?
No investment so far.
Yeah.
And we're looking for at the next week Riot event. So somehow.
And remember also that very often for important societal things, there might be some kind of a, you mentioned municipalities or regional governments, or how do we call them nowadays, that they might have some kind of a seed money for bringing your solution a little bit step forward. So be active in every single front. That's kind of a recommendation I would have. If Finland goes well, where do you go next? Or is Finland your market and that's it?
I think some Nordic countries like Sweden and Norway, and also Germany, they have a huge elderly population. So
good.
Yeah, it's our plan. Okay,
so platform business, it's a very kind of a rusty, weary metaphor, Uber of elderly care. And as you showed, you are not there alone, so you obviously have already seen that the competition is building up. It's a good sign. Somebody else thinks also it's a good problem. What about the audience? Comments, questions? William?
Can you clarify me the practical side of this? So there's a voice assistance. You can ask your phone for assistance? That's the technology and the helping point of it for the elderly, or how does it work like in practice? Or do you order help through that, or how does it work?
and we will have a physical device like this, like a speaker, and you talk with them. For example, if they any message from the caregiver, you can see the signature on the speaker, so that you can, for example, Alexa, do I have any message? Or you communicate directly with a physical device at your home, basically.
And behind that device, there are your licensed service providers that then one of them picks the kind of order and so on.
Yeah, like the voice assistant is kind of a simplified version of the mobile app, so that the elderly people can use it easily.
Okay.
It's about the usability.
Yeah. Errol, you had a question or comment?
I have 2 points. Maybe I mean 100,000 euros is quite a number. Maybe you want to start with a practical solution. Like, is there something like open source, or is there something like a white label solution where you can have this kind of stream of voice messages or whatsoever, so that you can try to experiment if that works out at all? I mean,
Okay. Errol, can you speak up a bit so that the camera will pick it?
I will probably try to figure out first with a white label solution, so instead of going full development. And then I'm not really sure if you need 100,000 euros for doing this software. So probably it can be done also with less. That is one. And I'm still wondering how your product or service is fitting, because there are already solutions out there that are doing this kind of care service with video conference and so on. People are used to this. So the question is, how do you really differ in a sense because I'm not really sure in that. Maybe there is something like that you create a marketplace, but the way you have sold the idea of a marketplace, bring different people together, was not really well elaborated enough. And I think you want to do more emphasis on that. So how do you want to create the marketplace? I know you mentioned this, but I think that is the key differentiator compared to other commercial solutions that are out there that are offering voice, video, etc.
How was it, by the way, Long? Did you mention a timeline? If you get the investment, when are you ready and on the market? What's your idea?
6 months for app development.
Okay. I think that is very important to think about, because the market will change during those 6 months. It's a very dynamic area. Päivi?
Reija.
Reija, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
Don't worry. Did I see you in Discovery Tuesday?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah? You had improved with your pitch. But one thing I came up with is that, have you considered about crowdfunding? You could maybe Google and check if that could be something that would be of interest for you. Because then you could have sort of funding from multiple sources and not from the single. You can have, for example, in Finland, mesenaatti.me is one place you could check.
Yeah. The same what I said, that there are surprisingly many streams of money for good ideas, at least at the early stage, but maybe, like Errol said, 100,000 sounds like much, and maybe even 100,000 is not needed, but you need something to get moving, so be active.
You need to split things, maybe a bit.
And without these pitches and presenting your idea, of course, nobody will know that you're out there and what the great solution you have. So good that you were up here today. Any other comments, Jarmo?
Yeah, that's related to the previous one. Then, of course, you should have your domain and your trademark. You should have some brand for your, just showing the picture is fine, but if you haven't protected that one, is not yours. So basically, what you should do is sort of secure your idea
and reserve some money for or time at least to study that.
Yeah.
Johan.
Yeah, because thank you for really sharp and thorough presentation. So one question, or continuing about the thing that the brand would be very important in the visible way, and have some visuals like the people who are going to the homes, they would have certain kinds of uniforms or like that, so we could understand that those are your people, because you have a platform and those are your developer community, so you own everything. That's a really strong thing.
Sorry, I don't know your name. I have to point with finger.
I'm Beck. So yeah, I was just going to say that if you will be presenting this, especially to the government officials, I think it would be good to have some
Yeah.
example in our presentation.
If no other questions or comments, we thank Long for being here and tell the regards to the team. Hope you get going with some financial input from wherever it comes, for how much it comes, and for what you are exactly using it. But I think you are tapping on a problem that really makes importance. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and I think these were the speakers of today. So there was a third listed team, but obviously they are still busily building on something truly interesting that relates to usage of open data, geographical information, and maybe meshing that up with the emergency management, firefighters, and so on, if I got it right. So we hope to hear from them any of the upcoming Open Pitch Fridays. So the rule of the thumb will still be the same, the first Friday of every single month. Sorry.
10. päivä.
But because there are the January vacations, kind of academic year starts a bit later, so January starts the 10th of December, and of course this event replaces the December one. The January the 10th will be the next one, and of course because 1 week from now we are celebrating the Independence Day, we are not celebrating it by pitching, we are celebrating it some other way. And this platform is really available for anybody interested. Very important first word, open. So people from Young, people from Jyväskylä University, people from Gradia, or every Tom, Dick and Harry from the street, if you have a great idea, you think you deserve a good audience, good questions and good comments, feel free and join us. Thanks for this and enjoy the rest of the day and the weekend.